Hello, this is Alec Kerr, the film critic for the Conway Daily Sun, and I just want to offer my thoughts, my tribute, my remembrance to Michael Jackson, who passed today at the age of 50. Now, I think part of the reason that this has been such a surprise to people is that in spite of everything, in spite of him being the butt of all these jokes and basically having turned into a punchline in the last decade or so, in regards to what may or may not have happened with the various children he supposedly did things with, and for his never-ending plastic surgery. I still think people thought that there was a comeback in him, and that there was maybe one more great album left in Michael Jackson, and that he had more great music to offer us. And I think people in the back of their minds were kind of clinging to that idea, and now that Michael Jackson's no longer with us, even though he had become this sort of walking punchline, it's like now we'll never know if he did have anything left in him, and that I think that's kind of the real loss here, and I think that's kind of like why people are just like, what's happening? What happened? It doesn't seem to make any sense that there would be a world without Michael Jackson. And just kind of looking at over all the various Facebook statuses that my friends have left in regards to Michael Jackson's death, one of the more revealing ones was that the real cause of death was a broken heart. Kind of poetic, I suppose. And maybe there's something to that, though, that he really did want to try to come back, but was afraid to, for various reasons, for whatever reasons. I mean, and maybe he was a freak, but I don't know. And another one was that the real Michael Jackson died a long time ago. And that's kind of really sad to think about too, that the Michael Jackson that we all loved and grew up with, at least me, from the 80s and 90s, he kind of has faded away years ago, and this person that remained was kind of just a broken kind of shell of the man that once was. And it really, his death really is kind of just the final kind of sad end note to Michael Jackson's life. It really, I think that's also part of what's really starting to sink in for people, even though people made fun of him, that these last few years, and whether or not they're he was his own worst enemy, and you can probably make the case for that, with the ongoing plastic surgery. It really is kind of just a sad story, and unfortunately, another status that one of my friends left on Facebook was the obligatory bad taste joke. Also, I'm not directly quoting it, but it was something to the effect of, I'm sad to say goodbye to somebody who's touched so many children. It's a little too soon for that, and I really hope people restrain themselves from cracking the cheap one-liners like that, and to pay respect to Michael Jackson, because regardless of what he became the last few years, he was the king of pop. He did change the music scene. He changed the music video scene, the fledgling music video scene. He defined what it was to do a good music video, and kind of defined what a pop star was in the post-music video era. And his legacy, his music will always remain with us, and I hope that's what people remember, and that they just don't remember what we had the last few years. And so I guess my plea to people, and for the most part I haven't really noticed people cracking the bad one-liners, but give him the respect he deserves, because he is a human being after all, and he was a legend. So anyway, this is Alec, and keep watching.